Volcano Anak-Krakatau, located in Indonesia, has become more active. At 4:15 p.m. West Indonesian time, the volcano began to eject a column of volcanic ash into the sky to a height of 2,000 meters. The eruption lasted 38 minutes. Anak-Krakatau was assigned the second level of danger. Local residents are advised not to approach the volcano within a radius of 5 kilometers. In the period from January 16 to February 5, 2022, 9 eruptions and earthquakes were recorded on the volcano. The activity level of Mount Anak-Krakatau is at level E. Heavy rains led to flooding in the capital of South Africa, Pretoria, and the largest city in the country, Johannesburg. According to local media, the low-lying areas of the capital's suburbs, Hammanskraal and Bronkhorstspreit, were partially flooded. Victims are transferred to temporary shelters in municipal buildings. In Johannesburg, the Yukskay River flooded, flooding the shantytowns of Diepsloot, Kliptown, and several others. There were reports of trees falling on roads, sidewalks, and on property. In some cases, trees fell on power lines, resulting in power outages throughout the city. Multi-day downpours also hit other regions of the country. Authorities have urged the population of this normally dry province not to attempt to cross overflowing rivers on their own. A hailstorm hit the Argentine city of San Rafael. Earlier, the Argentine National Meteorological Service issued a rain and storm warning for most of the province of Entre Rios. That is what happened today. The hailstones were up to 5 centimeters in diameter. After a thunderstorm that hit residential areas around 10 a.m. local time, eyewitnesses of the incident collected the largest hailstones and recorded their impressive size in photos and videos. A large hail made a strong roar on the roofs. In some places the cladding of houses was damaged. According to local media, hailstones up to 4 centimeters in size, which usually form during severe thunderstorms, fall at a speed of 40 to 64 kilometers per hour. On the night of February 5, heavy rain hit the Brazilian municipality of Teresina, which is located in the state of Piauí. As a result, floods were registered in 8 districts of the municipality. According to local residents, the downpour lasted about 5 hours. During this time, more than 110 millimeters of precipitation fell. As a result, flooded streets, buildings, hospitals. Streams of water rushed along the streets, which demolished cars and people. Eyewitnesses of the event sent photos and videos showing the damage caused by this rain. In addition to the rain, a strong wind was noted that knocked down several trees and power lines. Not only Teresina was affected, but other municipalities as well. An earthquake with a magnitude of 5.7 struck on Saturday morning near Faizabad in Afghanistan. The epicenter of the seismic event was 88 kilometers northwest of Faizabad, Afghanistan. Tremors were registered at 4:16 GMT. The hypocenter of the disaster lay at a depth of 209 kilometers. There were no reports of casualties or damage. Tremors were felt in Afghanistan, Pakistan, India, Tajikistan, and Uzbekistan. More recently, on January 18, a magnitude 5.6 earthquake struck Afghanistan in the western province of Badghis, killing at least 22 people and damaging about 700 houses, some of them reduced to rubble. A strong wind raged in the city of Riviera, Uruguay. Wind gusts reached 35 meters per second. As a result of the violence of the elements in some areas, even a dust storm was noted. A strong wind knocked down trees and tore the roofs off several houses. Traffic on many roads is hampered by fallen trees and power lines. According to the latest information, there were no victims, not counting the material damage caused. Utilities have already begun assessing the damage caused, as well as restoring the infrastructure. Some areas of the city were left without electricity. A snowstorm hit Finland. A snowstorm brings strong winds and heavy snowfall to much of Finland. Meteorologists warned on Saturday that this winter's worst snowstorm could wreak havoc and slow down traffic across much of Finland, especially along the south coast. This is the second snowstorm after the strong storm Valtteri, which also raged here the other day. Meteorologists say that snow accumulation up to 40 centimeters high is expected in some areas. Several flights that were supposed to take off from Helsinki Airport were cancelled. The Finnish Meteorological Institute predicts winds of 25 meters per second and wave heights of more than 5 meters in the Åland Sea on Sunday. Scientists from around the world are exploring the Florida-sized Thwaites Glacier in Antarctica, with experts viewing it from land, sea and even underwater. The approaches to Thwaites Glacier, nicknamed the Doomsday Glacier, for its rapid destruction, have been blocked by a giant iceberg that prevents scientists from reaching the research site. The short period of time when remote parts of the glacier were accessible during the Antarctic summer turned out to be wasted. Ecologists at New York University plan to drill into the Thwaites ice shelf to measure the temperature of the water below. Climatologists want to know more about the warm ocean water that is melting the Dotson and Thwaites glaciers from below. The Dotson Glacier is located 140 kilometers west of the Thwaites ice shelf. After heavy snowfalls and the subsequent warming, an avalanche descended in the mountains of Austria on the border with Switzerland. 4 people were killed, 1 more missing. According to Patrick Ortler, head of the Emergency Services Control Center in the province of Tyrol, earlier on Friday a separate avalanche came off the ski slopes in the popular resort of Solden. 5 people were rescued. Another person got into a dangerous avalanche near the town of Spies on the border with Switzerland, receiving minor injuries. Thank you for watching the video. Thanks for supporting the channel. Good wind and weather.